Hey guys, I'm Maggie. It's my first time ever trying this, so bear with me. I have watched YouTube videos forever, just like many of you. So today I'm going to show you my bronze smoky eye. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start out with some primer. We're using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. So I'm just gonna get a little of that out. Go everywhere, and it already moisturized. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some color correcting with the LA Girl Pro Concealer under my eyes. Just get rid of some dark circles. You guys have probably seen this everywhere by now. These are really cheap, so it's easy. I look scary. Okay, and a little bit green to get rid of the red. I always get red right here really easily, so, and then some on my pimples, all that redness. Okay. I'm just gonna blend that in with the damp beauty blender. Sorry if I'm looking away, my mirror's right here, so just bear with me. And we're done. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match. Right now my color is neutral 3 because I'm pretty pale, but that's okay. But this is so blendable and it's cheap. I just like to put a little on my face and start out. I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender today to start out. Just blend, blend, blend. That is the trick with foundation. Always blend. You always want more of like a yellow based foundation because it gets rid of your redness as opposed to like a pink based. A little more on here. And this stuff is really well priced, so it's like a $40 Nars or something like that. Just L'Oreal. And really you can build this up as much as you want. It can be full coverage, not full coverage. They also have the Lumi, which is really good for the summertime, get you more dewy, not as matte. Just blending, blending, blending. Another really good brush for foundation is the Tarte, of course it has no name on it, this Tarte brush. I'll find the name, I'll put it in the down bar. Okay, so next, I like to do my eyebrows next. When my foundation is still like a little damp, it's easier than when it's got powder on it already, in my opinion. So I'm just using the Tarte little eyebrow brush. Everybody has these brushes, they're really good. And then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade, and mine is in the shade Blonde. So be careful with these because they dry out really easily, so if you leave your cap off, like I have, they get pretty dry, so I need to get a new one, but that's okay. I'm gonna make it work today. And just like start sculpting. I mean, really, you can make this really light, or you can do it like a huge dramatic brow, to your choice. But we're just gonna see how mine turn out today. Just like to follow the natural like arch of my brow and go from there. If you mess up, just grab like a cotton swab or something, smudge it out. It's all okay. It's also like why I like to do it before I do anything else after foundation, because you can like fix it really easily and not mess up the rest of your makeup if you need to. We're just gonna try to get these babies matched now. I'm just like touching it up with my finger, pretty easy, just swipes away. When in doubt. These are really good because they come in so many different shades. The blonde is obviously best for me. Really, the trick is just getting them to match up, but those look pretty fierce, right guys? Okay, let's set these babies in place. Let's get some Anastasia. Ooh, this is really rubbed off, but it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills gel, eyebrow gel. Just gonna set these babies. Because after you work that hard on your brows, do you really want them flying away? No. And then I'm going to take, I like to highlight under them with this cream. This one is the NYX Push Up. I use this side. This side is for eyebrows, but I don't like to use that. I just use this to get a little highlight going under the brow, sculpt them out a little better. If you messed up, this is the good trick to get them more even and smooth looking. Just put it under your arch. You can really put this anywhere. You can go right here with it too. You can even go all above just to really highlight and sculpt it, but we're not going to do that today. I like to just blend it out with my finger. You can use a brush if you want, but finger works best for me. Yep. See the little highlight? More sculpted and fierce. Just bring that down a little more. Okay. Now I'm just going to take the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish and Light. I love this stuff. And I'm going to take that with a, where is my favorite brush in the world? The Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. This is my baby. I'm just gonna set all that because our foundation was wet and that NYX product. So it all stays in place. And then we can do our eyeshadow. Just a little bit. Pretty easy. Okay. So now we're going to start with our eyes next. I'm going to grab a blending brush. I have a couple I really like to use. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to start out with, let me see if I found my Sephora one too. Yep. So what I actually like found randomly that I really like to use as to start my blending for a transition color is this e.l.f. Floss Concealer Brush, because it is so big. It blends out that transition color so well. And another product like this is the Sigma E40, which is just like a huge blending brush, and it blends it out really well. I just don't have one on me right now, so I'm just going to use this to start out. And I'm going to take, I'm going to take the Shade and Light Kat Von D eye one. This is amazing for every day. I'm just going to take this shade right here, which is Latest. All the names are on the back. But Latest, this one, perfect transition color. So I'm just going to grab some of that and then dust it off and just start blending that in. Another really good transition color is any of your matte contour, like bronzer shades. Those are always really good for the transition color. Because you want like a warm like color. This one's perfect because it's so light that you can build up to anything with it. Let me just move my mirror a little bit. You can see that starting to build up. I just like to start with this big as a brush because really it does start to blend it out like really well, really fast. Cuts down your blending time. Because that is the key with eyeshadow. You need to blend, blend, blend. Okay, I'm just going to take a smaller blending brush. This is just a Sephora blending eyeshadow brush. Nothing fancy. I'm going to take that same color and go closer into the lid rather than like the hole up there. Go in the crease with it. Start to darken it up a little more so it's all seamless. So blend, blend, blend. Windshield wiper motions with this. Because really the more you blend, the more it's going to look good. I'm going to take that e.l.f. concealer brush again and go over it. Okay, so we got a pretty good transition color on our eyes. Sorry, got a phone call. I guess it stops my video, but we are just still with that small blending Sephora brush. I'm still going in with the transition color. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Morphe. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette, but all these shades are still available, just not the Jaclyn Hill palette itself. But these are great because they're so cheap. They're like, I think it's like 22 bucks. They're amazing. But yeah, so I'm just going to grab, what shade do I want to start out with? It's always good to start out with like these warm orangey shades. Let me show you. Okay. I'm going to grab a little bit of this orangey one and blend that into the crease very lightly. Just because these are just great transition colors and you really want to build up so your eye isn't like a big black eye. I'm trying to like look both ways. This is hard. Because my mirrors are next to me. But yeah, you see that orangey color building up, how pretty that is? Give a little more. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of darker brown. I'm going to grab this one right here, just so like any darker brown. And like, I'm going to take that one, but very lightly. I'm going to tap off the excess and then start in the crease again, but very lightly. And keeping this more towards the outer corner. And just blending that in. See how pretty that is that we worked our way up and blended? So now you can see. Yep. Okay. Just blend it a little more. A little more of that darker shade right here. Okay. And so I wanted this to be like my go-to bronzy eye color, so we'll get a bronzy shade for you guys. Sorry, I'm just fixing my hair. So we're gonna take, let me see, is it this one I want to use? We're gonna start, yeah, we're gonna take this bronzy shade right here. So we've been using all matte shades, which is best for the crease, and this one's got like some shimmer and stuff in it. So I'm just gonna use my finger. It's the easiest way to pack on product onto your eyelid, in my opinion. You can use any brush. I'm just really focus this on the lid. And this is why I like to do all my eyeshadow before I do my concealer, because fallout. I mean, obviously you could use a napkin and hold it there the whole time, but I don't like to do that. I feel like it looks all clean and neat when you wait to do your concealer after your eyeshadow. See how pretty? You can just build that up as much as you want. If you were going for, ooh, if you were going for more of a day look, I mean, it's your choice if you want to wear this during the day. I mean, I do. But you could just use a matte white or like a very shimmery highlighty shade on the lid, and you're good to go. Just a little blush, contour. Okay, I'm just looking for, okay. And those are the eyes so far. Sorry, I'll scoot it a little bit. Very pretty. Just go over that again because you did get some of your lid color in your crease probably. Just re-blend it just so everything's seamless and put together. Okay. See how that fall out? That's fine. We're just gonna get rid of that. Our concealer later. Just go over it with your foundation brush again. Pretty simple. Okay. Now I'm just gonna take a, what is this? A Sephora smudge brush. Pretty simple stuff. Sigma has a really good one of these that I'll try to link in the down bar for you guys. So I'm just gonna take that first orangey shade we used, get a little of that on it, and smudge that under the eyelid. So it brings it all together. When you have like this much eyeshadow on the top, I always like to smudge it on the bottom too, match it up. And then we'll take a little bit less of it though, of course, tap it off of the dark shade we used. You can really blend this and put as much of this as you want. It's all up to you. See? And then I'm going to take another brush to blend that out a little better, because it's looking a little heavy. I'm just going to take, what is this? The Sigma Blending E25 brush. I'm just going to go under and blend that out a little bit. You can use any, blending brush, but I just want it to look seamless as well as possible. Okay. So those are the eyes so far. We're going to grab, well, it's really if your choice, if you want to do, I don't always like doing top eyeliner, because if you don't wear eyeliner and you just put mascara on, your eyelashes look so much longer. And I like my eyelashes looking really long as opposed to having a wing, but you can wing this out if you want. Today, we're not going to. Okay, so now I'm going to go in next with the Nars Creamy Concealer in, what is my color in? Mine's in Light 2 Vanilla, because I like a fair bold under eye highlight, guys, alright? So now it's contour time. So we're just going to go. You want like a triangle shape under your eye. I've probably seen this everywhere before. Just put that on, and then follow up bridge of your nose. Just like you want the highest points, and some on your forehead, and you can do like a little triangle here too. I don't like to do too much on my forehead. Yep. And then a little down the cupid's bow. I like to get the sides of my nose in because like I said earlier, I get really red at the bottom. I don't like that to show through at all. Then a little on my chin to highlight. And there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna blend this out. I really like to use for the under eyes at least to start out with. Like you can obviously use your beauty blender, but I really like using the, this is the Sephora Pro Angled Contour Brush Plat 75. I don't know, it looks like this though. I really like this. So I just take this under my eyes like this. And start blending out that concealer. And this way, after it's because after eyeshadow, you can define it right here however you would like, which is always nice. And then I just try to like pat down rather than swipe the whole time, because if you just swipe, you're just swiping away the product rather than keeping it on your face where you want it. And obviously this is like a bold highlight. You don't have to do this. I just like to do this. Like I'm trying to pat rather than swipe still. I like to cut it, get that nice line for my eyeshadow. See? And just blend it in as much as you want. Blend in right there, the cupid's bow. If you mess up any of your eyeshadow, you can always fix it at the end. Just grab your smudge brush again and go over it. Pretty simple. Okay, just blend. And again, you can use your beauty blender for this. You can use your finger. It's whatever you want to do. But I like this brush the best. Just blend it in on the chin. And I will just go over a tad. Just make sure it's all blended nicely. Okay. We're good to go with that. Okay. Next is our Mineralized Skinfinish and Light again. This stuff is amazing for setting the parts you highlighted because it doesn't change the color of your highlight. Like if I was to set this with like my normal face powder or something like that, it would pretty much just change it back to the color of my foundation. But this doesn't really add too much coverage either, so it's not like you're packing on a bunch of product under your eye and it looks all cakey. It just really sets that lighter color for you. And that's why I use the light in the Mineralized Skinfinish, because it doesn't change the color. Because why contour if it's just gonna go back to your normal color, you know? Okay, so it's good. Look at how like defined doing the concealer after. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush. Mine is a little broken, but this is just the Sigma big powder brush. I mean, not the Sigma, the Real Techniques big powder brush, yeah. Which is, it's great powder, it's just powder brush. Then we're taking the Mercier, if I can find it. The Mercier loose setting powder and translucent. This stuff is amazing. So you could also use this to bake your light parts of your contour. You just take like a damp beauty blender and you take a bunch of it and you go like this. And you leave it on there for a while and it bakes it in. And that's really good too. But I save that mostly for like really heavy night looks where I know like I need that makeup to stay on all night. But for most of the time I like to just use the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish. So I'm just like tapping some of that out on my big powder brush. I'm just gonna go over the rest of my face with that. Because really, if you don't set your foundation, it's just gonna rub off. I mean, especially if you have stuff to do all day long, you need to set your foundation with a powder. This is really one of the best ones, I think, right now. But, I mean, I have also sitting in front of me the, you know, the NYX HD Studio powder. I've got, oh, the The Revlon Stay Matte powders are really good for this too. And they're a really good price. So if you don't want to spend, this is a little higher end, the Mercier, it's a little expensive. But if you don't want to spend that much, you can just grab, yeah, the matte. It's the Revlon matte, right? Yeah. Oh, the Rimmel Stay Matte, sorry. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte. And that's really cheap. You can pick that up anywhere. So it's really good for this purpose too. Okay. So now we are all powdered up. We are now going to take, so now here's the second part to contouring. Now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light. So this, I've had this for a while. It actually lasts a long time. I don't have much left in the shades. We're getting low on this. But this is really good because it usually has these like light shades here, which I use all of, which are perfect for that highlight, to set your highlight, and then these are perfect for the dark contour. But any matte bronzer of your choice really works. So it's whatever. They have, you know, NYX, any brand. So we're just gonna, so really if you want to start, you can go like this. Do the fishy face and get that place where you're supposed to contour. And now again, like, I like a big contour, but you do not have to contour this much. And I like to go like right here on the chin bone, or the chin bone, I don't know. Because it just like, you know, gives us some definition for our chin. If you see that already, like look at that. So swipe that over there. Then at the end, if you like think you're not blended enough, you can just take your powder brush again and like go over it. Make sure you're blended up. You can even go like, see, just blend it up. And then I didn't even tell you what I was using. This is the Sephora Pro Contour Brush in 74. Just a contour brush. They have tons of different, you know, you can really use any brush. Just your preference. Of course, the Nars, what is it? The ITA. Is that like rectangle shape like this? And that's perfect for getting right there, but it's pretty expensive. So I just do a powder like contour. Like you can obviously do all that cream, but I usually save like the cream contouring like with the dark for like night looks or when I'm really feeling really crazy, and then you can like go down the bridge of your nose, of course. Get a little contour there. But like the main parts that like I think or should be in like an everyday contour is the outside here, here, and here. Yep. See that contour? Okay. So now I like to go in, I like to do my highlight before my blush, because sometimes I feel like if I do my highlight after, it just like looks like almost like covered with blush. I don't know. I like to blend it kind of almost like the blush and the highlight together. So I'm going to do my highlight first, and I'm using, ooh, this stuff is amazing. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Get this. It is amazing with these shades. I have the lighter one, the one with Sunburst, Golden, Bronze, Bubbly, and Dripping in Gold. And you can just see, like, look how pretty those are. Gorgeous. I know there's another one that's like more pinky shades, but I'm always drawn to these shades better. I'm trying to read if it's like called something specific, but that glow, I don't know. But this is perfect because like look how big these are. And then like then we have like, where is they? And I think this whole thing, I don't remember exactly. I'll link it if I can. I'll link it in the down bar how much exactly it is I got it for, but I got it off Macy's because it wasn't on Sephora or anything yet. If you look, I'm just trying to find something. Okay, if you look at the Becca highlighters, this is Becca Moonstone, and then you compare it to, which I love the Becca highlighters, but I mean, this is obviously bigger, but you get like 4 of these, which are almost the same size for like 40 bucks, and this by itself is $38 from Becca. So I like love this, and I think it's like really good for anyone who wants to get a couple highlight highlight shades in one without spending a lot of money. So yeah, so we're going to take, ooh, it's always a hard decision choosing which one I want to use. I think we're going to take Sunburst today, this like yummy yellowy one. And I'm just using my Sigma brush again, the F35 taper blending. So I love to do these for highlights. I'm just going to swipe that. Now, of course, I like a big highlight too. Who doesn't? You can like see how, yeah, glowy you're getting. That glow. Do it on the other. And then bridge your nose. Do like the highest points of your face. And like a little on your cupid's bow. Like again, I said, like a big highlight. Like look how pretty that is. And again, this is Sunburst. It's my favorite one. Okay, love that. So we're also gonna take, let me find like a little brush. So it's just like a little brush. It's like Coastal Scents, I think. Yeah, I'm just grabbing a little, because I just want to grab a little Sunburst. I want to put it in my inner corner to highlight it. So I like to be matchy-matchy sometimes with my highlight. It's really good to highlight the inner corner because it doesn't get so dark. Especially if you're wearing darker eyeshadow look. And then you can also take a flatter brush. Let me find one. The flat brush and get that too. Highlight your brow bone a little bit with it. Just to get a little glow going up there too. Love it. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take my absolute favorite blush. This is like good in my opinion for summer or winter. Because in the summer when you're tan, it's so pretty on the skin. It's the Becca Wild Honey Mineral Blush. And I like it for the winter because it adds like that glowy color even in the winter. So I don't know, I love it. I'm just gonna take any old blush brush. This is a Morphe. It doesn't say exactly what it is, it's just like a Morphe. It came in one of those sets. Blush brush, I'm just gonna put that in the pan, tap it out, and then I like to do a little smile so you can get it on your cheeks. And I like to blend it all the way up like this. Yeah, I like to do blush again because you can see it's not covering up that highlight, but it's almost blending them together so they mesh well, you know? And if you ever do too much blush, you can just blend it again. Blend it all together with your powder brush, your damp beauty blender, really whatever you want. Okay. So now, you can like take a look. Got very glowy eyes, very glowy skin. That's the stuff right there. Okay. I'm going to use, I want to set this because I like to set all my makeup before I put mascara on because I feel like sometimes if I set it with mascara on, it'll transfer to the bottom because it gets the mascara wet. I just need to find my setting spray. But it disappeared from me. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Okay, well I usually use the Urban Decay all-nighter spray. It's amazing, but I can't find it. So we're going to use the NYX Matte Finish Spray. This stuff is great too, and it's way cheaper. I think the Urban Decay is like 20 bucks or something, but this is like $7.99 or something. So we're just gonna go far back from our face and set that. shirt. Okay, so now we can do mascara. So I usually like to use the, what is it, the CoverGirl Supersizer. I think it's in my purse. But I just got a sample of this really yummy Stila one, which is called the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. This little guy. And this is really good too. So, like I said, I like really long lashes, so I just start at the bottom and like move upwards like that. Really at the root, and then pull up. I'm sorry if I do that face, because it just tends to happen when you're doing mascara. Look at those lashes. This stuff's really good. And it helps when you don't put eyeliner on because your eyelashes just look that much longer. It's not like a big block of black, like setting them apart from your lid. Again, like you don't have to spend this much time on your lashes. I just like huge lashes, so to build it up. Now I'll show you a trick. If you ever get mascara on your beautiful eyeshadow you just worked that hard on, you just grab, let it dry. Don't smudge it when it's wet. Let it dry, and then grab just like a cotton swab and brush it away, which is what I'm gonna do in a minute because I definitely got some on my eyeshadow. That's the only hard part. Like I feel like I'm always getting mascara on my eyeshadow, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Everything can be fixed. Just need to grab a cotton swab. Okay. We're just gonna go and smudge away those mascaras. Mascara dots, mascaras. Who knows? Gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. After I find the mascara, I just had in my hand. Where art thou, mascara? Okay, well, we're switching over. We're just gonna use the Kat Von D. What is this? The Immortal Lash? I don't know. It looks like this. The brush looks like shoop, like that. I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes with this really quick. And again, same trick here. If you get some of this, transfers to your bottom, just grab another cotton swab. Let it dry first and then grab a cotton swab and smear it away. Should be fine. You can always go with a brush and grab some of that Mineralized skin finish and put a lot of that over too if you really mess it up, but it should be good. Okay, now that we're done with all that, we are going to do lips. I'm just going to do a nude lip today. Well, pretty nude. So I'm going to grab the NYX lip liner in Natural. It's this guy right here. And I'm going to line my lips. And I, of course, don't have to do this. I just like to overline them a tad bit. So what I do is I just start. And these are great because they're really cheap. And NYX is great quality for a drugstore brand. Just very carefully going on the natural outline of my lip. And then I'll slightly, you can see already I started go out just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just like on the very outer rim where your natural lips meet, just like a little line. Get some of those Kylie Jenner lips. Just kidding. Okay. Next, because we are not done, I'm going to take these. Oh, I love these already. They're new. The NYX Lip Lingeries. They're the NYX new liquid lipsticks, and this is the shade Push Up. They look like this, and these are amazing. They're $6.99, and they're sold out of my Ulta, but I just went online to Ulta and grabbed them. They were all there, and I love these because they are not drying, and they literally stay on all day. So we're gonna take this color and just go in the lines where you where you lined your lips. Pretty simple. I love these like mauve-y, pinky like shades that are big here right now. In this NYX line that came out, they're basically all like neutral forms of like these colors, and I love it. It's my new favorite thing. Okie dokie. And we are done. So let's try to show you this like as best as possible. Okay, alright guys, thanks for bearing with me with this first video. Hopefully I'll do another one, we'll see. I hope you like this, you know, neutral, bronzy, glowy look. But yeah, thank you. Bye.